Hello, everybody. I am home. Woo! I'm home. So I've been gone. Has it been 3 weeks, I think? I'm home. I'm excited. So let us talk. Is this even bright? Hold on. I've got adjustments. I've got the Kim Kardashian home kit. No, I don't know. I just have I think Ellen got me this a long time ago. I use it whenever I do videos if I'm home. So it's like a big light. You want to see what you want to see it? Okay, here, hold on. Look. See? It's a big light. So what it does is it kind of makes you look better. So I'm home, and I'm so excited to be home. It's a big weekend. Okay, for all you Calvary people, I had a great conversation today with Wally Gilmore. He was in the music department, leading the choir and everything at Calvary for 30 years. That's right. So I just found out, I'm close to Leanne and Liz Harthorn. So, the Harthorns. And their niece, Benny Hinn's daughter, because Leanne and Liz are sisters, and they're a big part of the ministry, everything we're doing, and their sister is Suzanne Hinn, who is Benny Hinn's wife. So their daughter is part of the Jesus Image movement. They meet at Clint Brown's church. I had no idea that Wally Gilmore, who is forever at Calvary, is the choir director for those young people over there at Jesus Image. I had no idea. So we're working a plan. And the Jesus Image people, maybe, hopefully, and Wally, I just can't, something good is in the works. Thurlow and Kathy are part of the ministry there at Calvary, and Christmas is going to be there at Christmas. He's the choir director emeritus. So, and you saw Kathy help directing at our last thing. So lots of good things are happening with that. It's very exciting. And if you're not Google Jesus is or Jesus Image, Google it. It's so anointed. It's so good. So, okay. Anyway, I want to talk to you about I'm home, y'all. It's good to be home. I want to talk to you about a message. Galatians 5:22 through 23. I want to talk about the fruit of the Spirit, okay? But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience. I'm known for that. Kindness, goodness, and also I'm known for perfect pitch. Faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law. So, part of the fruit of the Spirit is self-control. So today in Atlanta traffic, this young woman will not let me in. She would not let me in the traffic to merge. I had my blinker on. There was plenty of room. I started to edge in, and she lands on her horn. I rolled down my window. I edged in anyway and got in front of her, and she was so mad. I rolled down my window, and I put my head out the door. There were some construction workers over here, and I hollered at her. I'm so far from perfect. I hollered at her, and I said, "What's wrong with you?" Oh. I'm a work in progress. So, self-control. So I looked at the word self-control. That's part of the fruit of the Spirit. Are you ready for this? The first word that it means? Continence. Well, you know what incontinence is, right? Right? Means you can't control your bladder. It means you urinate on yourself. So incontinence is something that people experience, where they lose control of their ability to not use a restroom. Okay? So incontinence is the opposite of the fruit of the Spirit with our emotions. When we can't control how we let things out, so here's what I want to talk to you about. Oh, here's the next definition of self-control, which is fruit of the Spirit. The virtue of one who masters his or her desires and passions, especially his sensual or her sensual appetites. So if you don't learn, men, how to not look at porn, how to not to sexualize people, if you don't learn how to do that when you're a young man, then guess what? If you don't learn how to control that, you're going to be a dirty old man. And this world does not need dirty old men. So you got to lick that. You got to conquer that when you're a young man. And if you're older, then you got to conquer it when you're older. But I remember when I was married, I had to control how I felt about those things because I could only be that way with my wife. So, and then when I was single, I went through a short time where I had no self-control in that area. Right after my divorce, and I wasn't in ministry for a year and 2 months, and I was promiscuous. And I knew in my head it was temporary. I knew it was temporary. But let me tell you, it was bad. It left me feeling poorly about myself, and it left me with a lower way of living, and my appetites controlling me. It was not good. So I had to conquer that. I had to conquer it. And then I won custody of my daughter. So I said, I'm not going to date because she's been through enough drama. I'm not going to bring any other unnecessary drama into her life. So I didn't date until she graduated high school. And then shortly after that, I was the pastor of a church. So I've gone all of these years kind of closed off people having to, I've been able to control myself for a long time in that area. But it's not just that area, because I've got to, and you've got to come to the place where we understand that you can't make me mad. Only I can allow that. Because the fruit of the Spirit is self-control. You can't make me upset. I have to allow that. I have to give myself permission to be upset. You can't hurt my feelings or offend me. I have to say, oh, you have offended me. No, you didn't offend me. I let myself be offended. So when we give someone else that power that's supposed to be self-control, which is a fruit of the Spirit, where nobody controls us but God and ourselves, it is a level of freedom. I mean, sometimes we got to check ourselves, after we're mature believers, after we're evolved and we grow up in God, we still have to check ourselves in those areas. So even today, I had to say, okay, with a couple situations, I had to say, okay, I'm not going to let that person being upset cause me to be upset, or this person treating me this way for me to be sad or mad or impatient or upset or unkind or Oh, they made me tell them off. I didn't tell anybody off, except for that one lady in traffic. But we have self-control. The fruit of the Spirit is self-control. So this is all the little tidbit I got for you today. So make the decision today that nobody is going to, I'm telling you, I remember, now my pastor, Kevin Kringle, I don't think I've ever been mad at him. Let me think. I don't think so. He's pretty easygoing. He's pretty gentle. He's pretty cool. I mean, he's in charge, but I don't think he's ever made me mad. I don't think he's ever upset me. He's pretty cool. I really love him. But when I was younger, serving under a pastor, my brother, he gave me an office when I was working for him, as he was a pastor, as his minister of music in Oklahoma City. He gave me an office that was not even an office. It was not, it was just a little bitty tiny shelf of a desk. And I'm like, I'm going to be 18 years old this year. And I need an actual functioning office. After all, I'm the minister of music at this church. I'm the choir director and worship leader, and I need my own office. So he said, well, you can take a sledgehammer and knock down that little Sunday school 2 rooms and knock down that wall and make a big office. Do you want to make that a big office? I said, yes. Okay, I was like 6'2" and 115 pounds. I said, yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I worked my butt off, took a sledgehammer and knocked down that cement block wall. Okay, knocked it down. It took me like a week to knock it down, and then I had to sweep out all of the debris and clean it and get it ready. And my brother said, thank you. He never said it was my office. He says, you could knock down that wall and make a big office. He took it as his new office. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. And he thought that was the greatest thing. He died, he's in heaven. Shows him, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so mad at him. He made me knock down that wall thinking it was my office and it was for his office. So, but if I knew now, then what I know now, nobody can make me mad. I have to give that person, I have to let myself be mad. So today, stop letting your son, your daughter, your mom, your dad, your grandkid, your pastor, not my pastor, he's good, but your pastor, this person, that person, stop letting them control your emotions. Your boss, your employee, stop it. Take control of your emotions. Have self-control. Don't let them just flow anytime they want. Control them. It's the fruit of the Spirit. Do not let anybody make you mad. Do not let anybody hurt your feelings. Do not let anybody cause you to blow up. Do not let anybody cause you to feel a certain way or less than, because that is your choice. Take control of your emotions. It's a fruit of the Spirit. It's good to be home. Share this. Somebody needs it. God bless you. Love you.
I decree the word that's in me, and I'm gonna see